early. What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. I'm still alive. We're still here, aren't we? He's like, what? Huh? Today I'm going to do something that I haven't done on my channel in a very long time, and you guys have been waiting for me to do it. It's not really going to be in the same way I used to do it because I'm not supposed to have cameras in this place, but I'm going to take one in. So we're going to go look at some cars. Alright, so I have very few opportunities normally to go to the Copart yard anymore and actually look at the vehicles before I buy them. So when I had time this morning, I packed up my things and went. I'm going now. I'm gonna not looking at anything spectacular. I'm only looking at like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff. You know, nothing big. So we'll look everything over and see how many pennies we need to pick one of these things up and hopefully bring one home today. I've overstocked my truck with stuff. I got a jumper pack, I got my tire pump, I got all my camera gear, I got the walkout kit. I'm prepared today. I had time, so I got everything ready instead of rushing this morning. And I'm still running late, so figure that one out. Now I'm seriously sneaking a camera in there, so you guys are gonna have to be quiet while I shove you in my pocket, okay? Shh. All right, here we are, row B. Ooh, nice. That's real nice. Anyways, I got certain cars on my list. I gotta find them. I got minimal time. So I'm gonna look around. This is one Ferrari. This is a clean title. It looks pretty rough, so I don't know that. Oh, the headliner's gone. Oh, look at that. I don't know. Might try to start it up anyways. Tires are semi. This one's like new. Hasn't been inspected since 2015, so that kind of makes me skeptical. Let's look underneath. Not too bad, not too hateful. Wait, what's that? The exhaust is hanging on the ground. Okay, this one's already out. I wanted an easy one. I don't want to do exhaust work right now, which is easy, but it's not worth it on that car. Here's another one. This is one I'm very interested in. The price is low. Back bumper. We can have this repainted because this is just nothing. But the exhaust is... No, the exhaust didn't push up. The bumper's hanging down. So we're going to have to check this trunk out. Did the trunk get pushed in? They have the plastic out. It doesn't look like it's that bad. Not really. So... these MKZs are actually a really nice car. I'm not a Ford person. Is the latch bent? No. Okay. This is actually a really nice car. Terminals are on. Check the Earl. We have Earl. Antifreeze is good. Alright. But it needs a core support. And it's bolt in. So that's not too hateful. How much did it damage down in there? It doesn't look like the radiator fans got damaged, or the shroud's cracked right here. I don't know. There's coolant in it, so it's not leaking. This isn't that bad. Headlights broken. The tab's broken. You could probably fix that, because that headlight, I would probably attempt to fix that, because the housing's not busted. Okay, let's try to fire it up. There we go.
Oh, this thing's healthy. Very comfortable. This is potential buyer right here. I didn't even make sure it's not all-wheel drive. It said it wasn't. I only brought the dolly today. Okay, not all-wheel drive. Man, it's clean underneath. All right, I'm interested in this one. We got to go on to the next one. Good tires. Like this one. I like it a lot. All right. Ooh, that rut almost got me. It almost ate me. Here's our next one. I'm just kidding. That's an SS. The bid is way high on that one. It's very nice. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's an SS. I think the bid was up over $5 grand. I ain't got that kind of money right now. So, we're just going to keep on looking. Where is my next victim? Not that. Not that. Not. No. Nada. Where? Oh, this was one of them. I think that's too much work for this cheap vehicle. Like it's a good bit of damage. You'd have to get this really cheap. Which, brand new tires. Brand new tires. I'm not even checking oil. It's clean inside. It has a faint smell, but this is very clean. Let's go ahead. I might as well look at it. I'm here. Ooh. This thing ain't running the best. And you got check engine light and brake light, which now that it's fired up, it doesn't sound bad. It's got some sort of funkiness going on. Like this knob busted and they melted. No, that's melted. They melted that. It's still not a bad car. It's very low miles, which is a good thing. What is this? There's a toggle switch under the dash. Oh, there's a good bit of oil on the cover. Which sounds like an exhaust leak. Yeah, you'd have to get this one really cheap. It was taken care of, but it's definitely needs some work. I'm just showing you this because some insurance agent is a dumb individual. You know these things have these dents here from the factory. That's part of the body line. Both sides they marked out a dent. Yeah. Yeah, they need to dock him pay. That's ridiculous. Look. Dent. That's not a dent, dummy. Alright, here's one I'm looking at. I know. It needs a door and a fender, which is quick fix right here. Oh man, tires in the back are brand spanking new. The front tires are not brand new, but they're very good shape. Deer hair. A very small, light dent in the hood. Bumper, small crack, reusable. I can use that. That bumper can be reused. This whole thing is actually priced pretty decent right now. 162,000 miles on it. Interior is not that dirty. It's not. Oh, power seats. Heck yeah. All right, I'm gonna check fluids and then we'll fire this thing up. All right, this is the near invincible 3.8 liter. The oil is very, very black, but nevertheless, it's in there. Get. Trans fluid. I wonder if I get that on the stick just to see what color it is. It's seen its better days. I'd say it's never been serviced because it's dark red, maybe like a brownish, but this has 160 some thousand miles on it, so that's about typical. That looks normal. Your strut caps are a little rusty, not too bad. Underneath this, the caps go underneath it. They're just a little rusty, but this, all in all, looks like a car with 160 some thousand miles on it, which is what it is. Is this headlight busted? It is cracked. That's fixable, maybe. The tabs are still on it. Oh, no, wait. Nope, right there. You had to get a headlight, which a lot of this stuff I could get a Johnny, so that's why I am interested in this one. And I like that it has good tires and the interior looks to be in good shape. I have actually never been in one of these. I'd love it if it was a GXP with a 5.3 in it. That would be wonderful. There are two keys, two key fobs. One has some duct tape on it. Sounds good. At 3.8 sounds good. Got a low tire pressure light. No big deal. Which is probably that one right there. These 3.8s have a nice growl to them. Yeah, I like this one. I like this is a nice one to bid on, to be honest with you. So let me check gearing. Well, let me check. Pretty snappy. Let me try it in gear. The brake on. Okay. Yeah, she pulled right there. Okay. All right. Not bad. This is a bidder. This is a bidder. I walked past this one. This is another one I wanted to look at. It's a little bit newer. The price is right because it has high miles on it. But here's one thing you couldn't see in the pictures is that the condenser, the radiator, and the transmission cooler are all smashed. And subframe is straight, all but the very edge is bent here. I wanted to see if there was suspension damage. I see there's a bracket right there that's bent on the bottom of this front. I guess this is a core support. That's not critical. As long as back behind it is not kinked. What, she got a little kink right there, but all in all looks pretty straight. Suspension, here's what I couldn't see in the pictures. Looks to be straight. It looks pretty good. This thing does have 200,000 miles on it, but it has another good GM motor, which is a 3.6. It is a front wheel drive. Check your gaps. Like, okay, so I'm fitting 3 fingers in there. The wheel is straight, so okay. Suspension's good over here for what I can see. Doesn't look like we have a bent control arm or anything. This interior is actually really nice for 200,000 miles, because I would expect the leather to have been torn, and it's not. I see our dash is busted here, but nothing critical. Oh, there's a key in the ignition. I wonder if I would clean up. That looks crappy. But oh, she almost didn't want to start. Wow, this actually sounds really good. 204,000 miles. The motor actually sounds very healthy. It's not as peppy as that 3.8, I can tell you that right now. But has backup sensors. One's pushed in. That all it needs to do is, they have clips and needs to pop back in. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Here's all broken parts. Here's another one, same vehicle. The strut is bent. You see how it's rubbing the wheel right there? It's because of that strut, you know, and the tire's off the rim, so it's kind of up in the air a little bit. But you can see it in there, how it angles. Maybe you can't, but it comes up and it angles out, so that's why that's rubbing. The rest of the suspension looks alright. You can see the belts and stuff are alright. Radiator, condenser, and everything is okay on this. Hood is undamaged. Fender, we might have a little bit of a bend right here. I see some separation, so I'm thinking this is some damage. Yeah, see the apron is kinked back just a small amount. It's very minor, but still, that's enough to throw your fender off. It just needs to come down. That's what it looks like. The floorboard got bent backwards, so you check that out. You see how it curled that rail there? It pushed it back. See how close it is to the back tire, and it pushed that flat back. Yeah, you can see how this floorboard, how far forward it is. So this one has half the miles as the other one. I don't have much time, so I'm just firing them up now. This one, ooh, she just made her dual climate control in this one. The interior is nicer. Oh, here's some parts in the back. There's bolts, bags, and they're all labeled. Wow, that's the first time I've seen that. Check for evidence. There's somebody's insurance card in there. I'm not going to show their information. Motor sounds good. It's going to be hard to tow this one home. Flat tires. Alright, so this one took a trip off-road. All the damage on this thing is underneath. They probably totaled it because of that little bit that apron's bent. So that's not that bad. The fender wasn't bent. The bumper's damaged. But you can see the dirt stuck down underneath here. She definitely took a trip. This one's better than the other one for sure. Both shocks are bent. Oh, I think this might be it. Let me check the carpet. Oh, there's still paint on the floor. This one's rebuildable for sure. This is one, the price is already up a little bit on it. Only damage is right here in the back, and I wanted to make sure the trunk wasn't bent, which it's shut, and the lines are off over here on this side. Okay, so I'd say it's bent down there. That's pushing the trunk up. There's no damage on the front of this thing. It's very clean inside. It's only got 80-some thousand miles on it. So let me fire her up. Maybe. Okay. Sounds decent. Trunk pop. Let's see if we can get it open. Alright, yes. Well, that's not bad at all. Bumper, taillight's actually okay. Trunk is probably, yeah, it's bent right underneath this plastic cover, which is broken, but not horrible. And everything, man, this thing is very clean. Very clean. That's not bad at all. So this is a potential bidder. Yeah, clean little car. Good tires all the way around. Oh man, I didn't realize I had that little crack in the front. That's just cracked paint. That's just a bad paint job. That's all that is. It can be fixed. This does suck though. I don't know that the mileage. Oh yeah, it is. Right there, 800. The gauge cluster up there is. See how it's doing a flickering motion there. So I'm sure the title would reflect the mileage. They got it right up there. So. Ooh. I believe I'm almost done. There's a few more cars I wanted to look at. I don't really have the time, but I'm gonna go see real quick. Right here is one. This one has quarter panel damage. The price was up on it, so I'm not really sure that this is gonna be a bidder. Somebody's license plate stamped into the front bumper. You could not see this damage on the pictures. Doors wasted, quarter panel is wasted. The back bumper does not match the paint job. It's bright white. The rest of the car is an off-white. Not a bad car. Rear door still works. It's not, okay, you can see the rocker is dented in pretty good there too. So, it's just more money I want to get into right now, because off paint job, front bumper, which I didn't realize was damaged. I wonder what else is damaged underneath. Look real quick. What is with these people? What is this? There's a rocker. Why is there a rocker switch underneath there? Why are people putting rocker switches under their dash? I hear busted pieces. Grill is broken. I'm not sure if that core support's bent. Doesn't look like it. Headlight doesn't look damaged. Looks like it was a soft hit in the front bumper. The bar looks straight. So it's not too bad, but still, I can't get the parts for it at Johnny's. I can't fix it cheaply because of the back bumper and the front bumper. It just runs the price up. I know you guys, what the heck? Yeah, this is it. It's got good tires. The frame rails is what I wanted to see. We got a leak. The frame rails don't look too bad. I think it's the hood that makes it look crooked. This is a 3.9 liter. What was that? They pop riveted these strips on. That's new. This back bumper, if I got this cheap enough, it is very cheap right now. If I got it cheap enough, this would be a beater for somebody. Very nice interior, very nice. Seats are hard as a rock. I kind of changed my mind. Okay. We got a good bit of smoke going on. Doesn't sound out. It just smells rich. Where is the release? Okay. Frame rail. It's got a little bit of damage there. Everything is straight on top and straight on bottom. A little bend right there. Did not damage this. The leak is probably something that wasn't caused from the accident. It's underneath the transmission, the leak. Looks like valve cover might be leaking. Actually, that puddle might not have came from this car. Oh, it did. It's got a transmission leak. There's a line there. It's leaking. Not horrible, but yeah. Airbox is busted. This thing's very cheap right now. I kind of don't know that I want to bid on it though. The motor does sound healthy, but it needs a good bit of work. I don't know. We'll see what it goes for. Right beside it is another one I wanted to look at. I don't have enough time really to look at these two. It was that one and this one. No, that apron is destroyed. There's just too much work on that little car with high miles. The Civic, ooh, can that buff out? This Civic I might be interested in. Moderate miles. Damage to the front bumper. I just want to hear it run, man. I gotta go. I gotta get up there in bed now. This thing sounds good. It must have an exhaust on it. Maintenance light, but it sounds good. That's all I wanted to hear. Gotta go. A little dirty. It's got some sort of aftermarket exhaust on it. It sounds pretty good for being a crappy exhaust. All right, I gotta run.
All right, I am sweating because I had to run up through the yard. The guy that gave me problems here before, he's not here. He's not always here. He wasn't here today, so I didn't have any issues today. And I told them what happened the last time I was here, which was like almost a year ago. I bet you it was 8 months ago I was here. So, yeah, I know that's not almost a year. Whatever. Anyways, looked over the cars.
I put a low pre-bid in on one of them. If I get that one for the price, I'm happy. If not, there's cars that I want a little bit more than that one that come up after it. But you kind of got to bid on them in order, and I only want one because I don't feel like making 2 trips over here. So we'll go in order. We'll see how things turn out. As of right now, the guy that I got the heater off of, the Ready heater, he let me borrow. He lives in this area. Oh, he's like 20 minutes from here. I'm gonna run it to his house, drop it off, head back over here, and I'll bid it in the parking lot while I'm here.
That's all, folks.